Hi, everybody. Hi, online family. Deborah Dixon-Anderson here from both Gold Wellness Circle and Light of Gold PR. And I'm excited about this Wellness Wednesday. So, welcome. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. We try to do this every Wednesday, just talking about health and wellness and different things that can help us live our best life in a healthy way where we incorporate self care. Hey, Nia, I see you. Thanks for joining the call. So, just getting just a little bit of stuff out of the way. Just wanted to hello. Hey. Yeah, I'm trying to wave at everybody. I don't know who Boss BCCBC.com is, but welcome. So they're joining us on Instagram, but welcome to the call. So, everyone, it is Wellness. Hey, Serena. It's Wellness Wednesday. Uh, Light of Gold PR is working on our Women's Business Conference schedule for Friday, March 31st, Mercy College, West 34th Street, right in Manhattan in New York City. Hey, Lenny. How are you, Lenny? Good to see you. So you want to definitely join and come to that event. And then Go Wellness Circle, our nonprofit arm of our business, is hosting our Alzheimer's event in Newark this year in June. So we're solidifying the venue and everything, but that is coming up for anybody who's interested in attending or sponsoring or participating. Please reach out to us. So let's dive into our topic today. And it's an interesting topic because it's also something that I struggle with, which is sleep and getting enough sleep. I do have a little bit of insomnia. Yikes. And I find that I have to have a ritual for trying to get enough sleep. It's not always an easy thing. I'm sure it's not easy for a lot of you. I think because of COVID, a lot of our sleep patterns have maybe gotten a little disrupted, along with how we live our life every day. It's difficult. It's challenging. So sleep is such an integral part of our mental and physical health. It helps us to maintain a healthy lifestyle along with ensuring safety from a number of diseases. So we need to get the proper sleep. It is always something I'm striving to do. I don't always make the mark with it. You guys can chime in the comments and let me know maybe what your struggles are with sleep. But it does affect our hormones as well, our immune system, our appetite, our breathing. I'll give you a tip. If you are awake at a certain time of night, sometimes the refrigerator or the snacks do call you. Okay. Just being transparent. So I might be snacking in the middle of the night. Not always a good thing for maintaining our health and weight. So it affects our breathing, our blood pressure, cardiovascular health. Anybody who's in the health industry, always feel like you could reach out so we could get you on our Wellness Wednesday. But as far as obesity, health disease, heart disease, infections, all of that is affected by our sleep. Yes, Serena, those snacks at bedtime or near bedtime, not good. Okay, so I always try to drink water after a certain time because it's almost like the refrigerator in the kitchen needs to have a time that you can't get in there. You don't go in there like past 10. That's it, maybe 7 or 8. But good sleep improves our brain performance, our mood, our health, and not getting enough sleep, quality sleep regularly, raises the risk of many diseases and disorders. And it's just something we always have to be careful about, getting enough sleep. They range from like heart disease, having your heart work properly, your cardiovascular, you're at risk for a lot of things when you don't get enough sleep. And a lot of times we kind of take for granted. My husband, Rick, always gets on my case about this because when he sees his heart doctor, and he doesn't have heart issues, but he has like little tiny issues. And just yesterday he said to me, he said, those naps that you have, before falling asleep for the night is not good because it's interrupted sleep. So, in other words, if you get a 1 to 2 hour nap and then you're hanging out until 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning, and then you go back to sleep, it's very disruptive sleep. You need to be able to sleep at least for a minimum of 6 to 7 hours a night. I always struggle to get between 6 and 6.5 hours. When I drop down to like 5.5, I'm like, I'm dragging a little bit, but I could kind of hang. But it's better to get a minimum of 6 or 7, sometimes 8 if you can get it, of sleep. It's just not always easy to get. So having a morning routine before going to work or school is extremely important and allows you to have a productive day, right? This can include exercise, a healthy breakfast, making your bed, light, cleaning, work in general. You kind of need a ritual for sleep. So when you're getting ready for bedtime, my doctor tells me this all the time. She now has to talk to a lot of her patients about sleeping properly and putting down those devices. So a lot of times we're like overly stimulated, with social media or just the light from our phone, or looking or radio, we're stimulated. So a lot of those devices should be shut down. She used to tell me about 2 hours before we go to sleep. It's managed that I could maybe do an hour to 30 minutes, but her recommendation was always 2 hours because it does take us time to go ahead and implement those 2 hours and for us to really start coming down. I do use different apps to help me sleep. I use the Calm app. I love bedtime stories. Most of the time, by the time the bedtime story is finished, I'm always asleep. So I do love using apps that can kind of help me lull and go to sleep. There's so many apps now for just about everything, and that goes for meditation, that goes for sleep, that called goes for getting a therapist and anxiety and all of that. So many things have changed now with because of the pandemic. So getting sleep is just really really important, and however you try to get it, you should have some kind of a ritual for like everything lights out at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or whatever that time is, and finding a way to relax is just really important, or to quiet your anxiety. Some people, I prefer to meditate in the morning before I start my day. Some people do better in the evening before, to just kind of calm themselves down. So evening meditation is cool too. And getting yourself prepared to go to sleep is really important. So reasons why sleep is so important. Let's talk about it, right? It helps with brain function. It helps one think more clearly and do better at work or at school. It helps with those types of things if you get the proper amount of sleep. It does reduce stress and improve your mood. That's really important. The stress, managing the stress by getting enough sleep is super, super important and definitely improves your mood. And of course, it reduces long term illness like diabetes, heart disease, kidney disease, high blood pressure, stroke, obesity, depression. Sleep helps us with all of those types of things. So we got to make sure it's a priority for us to. And I'm telling you this, but I'm telling myself this also, that getting the proper amount of sleep is just critical. We got to get it. It's really super important. It also helps us keep our weight under control. I don't know about you, but if I'm asleep, I'm not snacking while I'm asleep. I can't do both at the same time. So I'm typically, when I'm asleep, I can't go sneak a little small bag of chips or popcorn, out of our pantry. I'm not getting anything. The kitchen will be closed by a certain time and I will be asleep, which means I can't sneak over into the refrigerator or the pantry to get any snacks. So that's a good thing. It helps you to keep your weight under control, and it helps us to get along with other people. If you're working on a team, if you're part of a family, if you are with people day in and day out, it does help you to get along because you've had enough sleep. People can get a little bit more antsy when they haven't had enough sleep, a little bit more irritated because they're tired, right? So if you get enough sleep, your mood is going to be better. You're going to get along with people a lot better, if you have enough sleep. So it improves your relationships with your family, your significant other, your, partner, your friends, any communities that you're connected to. You get along a lot better when you've had the proper amount of sleep. And last but not least, I know this to be true, you get sick less often. We are more prone to illnesses like colds, flu, you name it. I'm talking about illnesses, not conditions that we may have to live with and maybe be under medication for. If we sleep the proper amount of hours per night, then we get sick less often. We don't get sick as much, so it's just something that we gain so much from getting the proper amount of sleep. It really needs to be high up on our priority list for our self-care and for taking care of ourselves. Is just getting enough sleep. I feel like in the United States, we are very, very sleep deprived. If people get 3 to 4 hours of sleep per night, that's pretty good, and that's not good. Okay, so really, from what I've read, you could look at any of the health manuals online. They usually say the range is between 6 and 8 hours, minimum 6. I try to get between 6 and 6.5. I want to work my way up to 7, just like I am trying to work my way up to 20 to 30 minutes to be able to meditate. We're all spirits on a journey, right? It's all a journey. So, baby steps. That's what it's going to take. So, just want to share a little bit about the importance of sleep and the fact that it's a priority. We all need it. We just have to make it a priority to get it. We have to have a ritual for getting it. If you need to put things in your schedule and manage it that way, and just everything cuts off by a certain time, then and that's what you have to do. Then that's what you have to do. But sleep and the ritual of getting enough sleep. My friend Tony, who was our guest last week on meditation, he talks a lot about rituals. Well, we need to have a ritual for getting enough sleep and rest. And it needs to be something that is consistent. It's something that we can't kind of dip in and out with, right? We go ahead and this week we're doing pretty good on sleep. Next week we're not, right? So it has to be consistent. So getting the proper amount of sleep, everybody, critical. Put yourself numero uno. You got to put sleep on the top of your list of self-care, and make sure you get it in. Make sure you get enough rest. Thanks, everybody. See you next time. Lastly, I'm sorry, just before I roll off, we are going to start doing a Wellness Wednesday every other Wednesday. Same thing for Marketing Monday. We're going to have a link on our website for anybody who wants to be a guest on our Wellness Wednesday or our Marketing Monday. You'll be able to click that link. So we'll start posting that along with the link for the videos and everything. So to see this Wellness Wednesday, you could go to goldwellnesscircle.com/videos, and we will probably create a Wellness Wednesday link, and that's where all these videos will live, but you should be able to find it on our goldwellnesscircle.com link. So everybody take care. I'll see you in 2 weeks, which I believe will be March 8th. So 2 weeks, we'll see you. Not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. So everybody have a wonderful day. God bless. See you soon. Bye-bye.